Hello, grace to you and peace from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. I want to thank you for watching my reviews. I know I'm nowhere near as professional as I used to be even, and nowhere near as professional as, let's say, Lewis Doyle or someone like that. I love his voice. The English accent's just awesome. He's really thorough, and the guy knows a lot of what he talks about. Anyways, let's start with the review here. My opinion of this is it is the best Bible I have ever owned, and I do own another Allan. I own the Allan 63, I do believe it is, Sovereign, and I think it boasts the same GSM. It might be 38 GSM as opposed to 36. But anyway, it's the Allan NASB Readers, black goatskin, in the silver edition. The silver line edition. It's a beautiful Bible, as you can see. On the spine, you have silver stamp, dry stamp. The grain on this goatskin is just immaculate. I would say it's way better than the long primer. But I mean, the long primer's got a really good grain as well. I kind of prefer the pebble grain. The long primer, this being Highland goatskin, is more supple out of the box than this is, but over time I'm completely positive that that's going to be super soft. As you can see, it's a lot thinner than the Sovereign. Not quite as thin as, let's say, the ultra thin CSB Bible. Not much thicker. The spine width on this is 1.5 inches. Excuse me. And the spine width on this is 0.88 inches. Not a whole lot of difference there. Back to this Bible's the black natural goat skin. It's not the Highland. It has a navy calfskin liner in it. It's hard to see in the video, but it is navy blue. It's a very dark navy. Just superb job by Allan on the cornering. The art gilt line on the inside, silver art gilt line. They say that these are hand pleated corners, by the way. They say that this hinge is improved. I would say it is improved, probably from the previous reader. But here's the Sovereign long primer. It's like construction paper. This is more of a cardstock, glued together. The tabs glued together between this. It's like a synthetic leather, almost like I don't know, it's a cardstock, but the tab is glued in between there, and it is heavier, but it also, out of the box, until you get it broken, is going to be more stiff. As you can see here, this will lay completely and utterly flat on the title page. Also, what I've noticed, I don't know if I just am overlooking it, but I have not seen overstitching on the pages of the NASB reader. I know the long primer Sovereign did, probably had something to do with the fact that it's so big. They had to add extra support to the spine. But get back to the NASB. The hinge has been improved, as you can see from the long primer that I own, and the pages are blue under silver page edges, as you can see there. The blue compared to, there's a silver, blue under silver. Compared to the NASB Skylar, I would say the pages are way more dark than the Skylar. It's more of a deep blue. This is more almost of an aqua color. May even be going on to teal green almost for the blue. Nothing, not to take away from Skylar. It's line matched, beautiful Bible. The only The only downfall to Skylar for me as a preference was the fact that it's paragraph rather than verse by verse. I have no problem with the flow either way. I do prefer verse by verse, which this does boast verse by verse. It comes with 3 silver ribbons, and I've seen a review, I do believe it was Brother Lewis. He had the same little bit of thread there, but these are not as near as dog-eared as some people would call it, as would be the Skylar sometimes. Again, not to take away from Skylar. They're both great Bibles, but my favorite already, just spending the few minutes I have with this, is by far this one here, the NASB silver. It's just beautifully done. It has white head and tail bands. You can see right there. It has, let's see, we'll open it up here, presentation pages. There are 8 presentation pages, presented to by Allan. You have family record, children, marriages, grandchildren, and deaths. Here's the title page, updated New American Standard. This is a 95 version. Copyright on it is I'm not going to go looking for it. 2003 up here. Printed in the Netherlands on acid-free paper by Royal Youngblood. Any doubt about that would be suppressed by looking on the back cover. Allan binding by Royal Youngblood. It is printed in Holland. It's a 10-point font. So if you have somebody with bad eyes, or if you're somebody with bad eyes and you want to give them a gift, or you want a gift for yourself, I would highly recommend the NASB. Allan is 10-point font. Forward, Old Testament title page, Genesis. Excuse me, I've got a little bit of a cold here, so I'm kind of sniffling. These are not line matched that I know of, but it doesn't need to be when it's 36 GSM paper. As you can see, it's very readable. So you have Genesis here. Here we are in Job, and you see how flat it lies? Just like Genesis, it lays fairly flat in Genesis right out of the box. With a little bit of use, like I have on that long primer, this will be just as soft and supple. It's a very floppy Bible as well. Sorry for the glare there. Very beautiful text block, verse by verse. I'm just in love with it. It has over 95,000 center column cross references in the center here, and it is a wider center column reference than like the long primer. As you can see here, I'll put them together. You're going to get more space there. It's not so cramped together. Makes it a little nicer. Obviously, I don't know what the long primer has for a margin, the regular 53 or 52, whatever it is, but the 63 is a pretty good margin. I want to say right at 1 inch. So obviously the page is going to be smaller. It's a smaller Bible, but you still get a lot bigger cross reference in the middle there. Just beautifully done by Allan. Turn to Jeremiah. Anybody that wants to pull the trigger on this Bible, definitely do it. This is Allan's best Bible I have ever seen, honestly. NASB is my favorite translation now. It used to be the KJV, but now it's hands down the NASB, New Testament title page. The Gospel according to Matthew. And here you can see like the bold numbers would be the start of a new paragraph. These are verse by verse. I think I've said that 100 times, and you can see it obviously yourselves. I'm just really excited, if you can't tell, that it's verse by verse. It's not new to Allan, but it's new to me because I've been using this NASB for so long. And the paragraph, like I said, the flow doesn't bother me either way. It's just when I'm in church and they call out a verse number, it's harder to find than it is in verse by verse. So then you get into the concordance. It's a fairly big concordance, 3-column concordance. I will do a better review on both of these Bibles when I'm not so excited and my mind's not wandering and wanting to just read them. I do apologize if it's not the best review. It's just, I'll do a more professional one down the road. This is just a quick review to let everybody know that these are great Bibles and to definitely buy one. Don't hesitate. I mean, for $205, this Bible will probably outlive me, to be honest. Here's the map section. It comes with 8 maps. Now, Lewis Doyle, I mean, like he said, it's a matter of preference. He feels these are kind of a 70s looking, and I kind of agreed with him on his, but in person, I really don't feel that. I actually like these maps. I think they serve their purpose. Just like he said, they serve a purpose. Not everybody's going to have the same opinion. My opinion is the maps are great. 32 pages of lined paper here, and this one will not be written in, so because it's going to be my go-to church Bible. As you can see here, I've marked in the long primer all over the long primer. I do not plan on doing such with the NASB. I even wrote notes in there, so I kind of know what it feels like. If you have 2 Bibles, I say why not mark in one and kind of make it personal. And on translation, my best suggestion is one you're going to read. Don't buy it because it's a really nice looking Bible if it's just going to sit on the shelf. Buy it, the one that you prefer for translation. If you prefer a more laid back translation, they do have NIV. Skylar's coming out with an NIV. You got CSB option from Evangelical Bible. It's an ultra thin. It's a goat skin as well. Very floppy Bible. This one you wouldn't be so worried about writing in. $85. This one here is $205. Again, go with the translation that you're going to read. Don't just buy it because it looks nice. But if you like the NASB, this is a must buy. This is a beautiful Bible, and I just wanted to end here on fear of dragging on verse by verse, saying that 100 more times. I do thank you guys for watching. I apologize for my voice and sniffling because I have a cold. God bless and grace be to you, and peace from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you.